Scholar, speaking to you from Shanghai, and today I am leaving China. Finally, after 1 year and 4 months, I am able to move on with my life, both as a frequent flyer and as an itinerant scholar. Today, I'm flying on board Swiss Airlines from Shanghai to Zurich as part of my 3-sector journey from China to the United States. International flights during COVID can be a nightmare if you are ill-prepared. Luckily, everything was smooth as silk at Shanghai Pudong, and I went through security in a breeze at the international terminal. Now, what a familiar scene this is. Pudong's Terminal 2 used to be my home base before COVID, and it really gives me a goosebump now that I'm finally back in this building after a year and a half. While international travel has rebounded in the Western countries, China's stringent quarantine requirement still leaves the international terminal a deserted place. As a Star Alliance airline, Swiss premium passengers are given access to the Air China Lounge. The Air China Lounge at Pudong's Terminal 2 is the largest lounge in this terminal. It used to be a bustling place before COVID, though on the day I visited, Swiss flight to Zurich was the only Star Alliance international departure. The interior of the lounge is what you would find in a typical Air China Lounge. Nothing close to my recent experience in Air China's new lounge at Chengdu. As Swiss flight departs at 9:30 AM, most passengers, including myself, arrive at the airport without having had breakfast. The buffet setup in the lounge is concise but far sufficient for a quick bite before boarding. Now, last few bites of these authentic soup dumplings before we officially leave China. Now, it's time to finally board. I can't believe how long I haven't flown an international long haul, but I also have mixed feelings about this trip since I won't be returning to China for at least a year from now. Due to China's commercial flight regulation in the COVID era, Swiss, among many other foreign carriers, can only operate 1 flight a week to China, which by no means meet the passenger demand. Hence why a Boeing 777 was designated to maximize passenger load. As a post-COVID ritual, sanitation wipes were dispensed at the boarding door.
Thank you. Fancy number.
Swiss Boeing 777-300ER carries a total of 62 business class seats spread across 2 cabins. The 10 seats mini cabin immediately after first class is definitely the prime area compared to the huge mini cabin behind. Cheers to my first international flight since March 2020.
Thank you for your attention.
Now, I don't know what you think, but after sitting through 20 minutes of Mechanical noise in the background in an already stereo cabin, I really think Swiss should play some boarding music on their aircraft. Once airborne, we will be cruising for 12 hours with its entirety during daylight. I much prefer daytime long haul when filming, as I get abundant lighting and elaborated meals. Swiss arguably has the best business class catering within the Lufthansa group, and the airline has also brought back full service including the pre-departure beverage, and the service wasn't really interrupted throughout COVID. The subtle rhythm of a course-by-course service certainly provides a substantially more refined dining experience. It is challenging to have quality sleeping time during daytime flight, and the mask definitely made it even harder. Woken up over Russia with another 5.5 hours, I roamed around the cabin and the minimalistic aesthetic with wooden tones, while not as premium as others, does seem sleek and harmonious. Taking advantage of the daytime flight, I continued to eat without guilt, although I was kind of disappointed at how Swiss didn't carry their signature Movenpick. Packaged snacks, sandwiches and whole fruits are displayed in the galley in between the two meal services. Now, another advantage of daytime flight is that you can avoid a breakfast service. Personally, breakfast is almost always the most underwhelming meal on any airline, and being a China native, I just couldn't convince myself to eat egg and bacon every day when there's so much more to a morning meal.
Now, that's a wrap. 11 hours flight, Shanghai to Zurich.
Swiss business class is by no means an airline worthy of a detour, but the consistency of its service and hard product, together with its reliability, makes it the perfect choice for elite business travelers. With ample opportunities of reward redemptions, Swiss business class is nevertheless the top utilitarian choice, especially when crossing the Atlantic. Thank you for watching this Wandering Scholar video. It has been a pleasure and I can't wait for our next departure.